Good afternoon from a sunny day here in Nanaimo, BC. I just stepped off of BC's relatively new ferry service Hello and had a good experience. I'll leave a link here if you'd like to check it out. And what not a better way to get back home to downtown Vancouver than to take Harbour Air. I've been seeing these guys all my life, and I'm definitely overdue to fly with them. They mostly fly between downtown Vancouver and YVR to Nanaimo and Victoria. But there's also service to the Sunshine Coast, Whistler in the summer, and even Lake Union down in Seattle, and even other destinations on Vancouver Island or in the Southern Gulf Islands. Check-in is nice and simple on this storefront for Harbour Air, right on the Harbour Promenade. That being said, for such small aircrafts that they fly, there are some weight restrictions if you plan on taking some luggage with you. This space is also a great gift shop for a lot of local apparel and merch. But right outside is the building that houses the waiting area. This also includes a pub, grab a pint, and food before leaving. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time for a bite. Although, I did have enough time to catch the arrival of the single turbo Otter, taking me the 20 minutes across the Salish Sea. This guy being at the right young age of 69 years old at the time of filming. Harbour Air operates a fleet of de Havilland, mostly single otters, twin otters, and beavers. Yes, these guys are old, but are extremely maintained and don't travel too far. If you got time here, the promenade is great for a stroll, as well with lots of history. Well, this flight leaves in 20 minutes, so now would be a good time to go check out the waiting room. This is just a small space with moderately adequate seating, although a few people are standing right before boarding. There's also complimentary coffee, tea, and water. This is fine on a day with inclement weather, but when it's nice out, I'd rather be outside till the last minute. "10 minutes prior to departure, a general boarding call is done, and all boarding cards are collected."
Thanks again.
I was typing this script out just a few days after this specific Harbour airplane was involved in an incident. This aircraft struck a boat in downtown Vancouver. Luckily, no one was killed, although there were a few injuries. Harbour Air has maintained a spotless safety and maintenance record up to this incident. Anyways, these Otters hold 14 passengers and has unassigned seating. You can actually request a pilot if you can sit in the right seat, which is what I'll be doing today. This is subject to weight and balance, plus the availability of the right seat itself. It comes at the discretion of the pilot.
Yeah, quick question for you. It's okay if I ride up in the flight deck with you there?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna ride up in the front there.
Thank you.
This flight is only 20 minutes, crossing straight across the Salish Sea at 3,000 feet. As we pass Gabriola and Entrance Island, there is still a lot of stunning views at this altitude. You would find better views flying from Victoria and over the southern Gulf Islands. But the main selling point of Harbour Air is how quick, easy, and reliable their services are, subject to inclement weather. That being said, they aren't as cheap in comparison to taking BC ferries, or even now Hello, which departs at the same dock as Harbour Air in downtown Vancouver. Although these fares aren't too bad. This ticket booked between Nanaimo and Vancouver a week in advance, subject to the availability, was just shy of $100. You'd actually pay around $100 for a car alone, plus an actual passenger fare of $19.35 on BC ferries, but this is granted you have a car. Harbour Air also offers private sightseeing tours, which is what the previous aircraft was involved with. But if you're looking for something a bit cheaper, these regularly scheduled flights can't be beat. As you cruise right over Stanley Park and 3rd Beach, this very short-lived flight is unfortunately coming to an end. Even though it was so short, I found this flight incredibly fun with some of the best views in the world.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
And hopefully people don't leave their garbage on here, but I'll take it up for you. Hello.
So, if you're visiting Vancouver and plan on traveling to Vancouver Island, I'd highly recommend flying on Harbour Air, granted the weather's nice. Quick, easy, and convenient. Thanks again to you all for checking out this quick out and back trip to Nanaimo, and if you feel like it, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next one.